Alright guys, hey, welcome back. I know it's been a while since we did a video, and sorry for the shakiness, but we are walking through the Hollywood and Highland Theater, used to be the Kodak Theater, and we're heading over to the El Capitan. We're about to start our journey. See Marzz rocking her Star Wars shirt, and I am in full Jedi attire, and even brought my lightsaber with me here. And so we're heading over to the Star Wars marathon at the El Capitan. That's showing all 9 films in a row, and it will end with the brand new film Rise of Skywalker. So again, we're hurrying over, so let's go. We're gonna get our credentials and we'll bring you along with us. So we're in, we just got through security. We were coming down to the lower lounge to check out the exhibit, but it's not open yet. So just want to let you know we got through security though. They gave us our badges. So we have our credentials. It lists all the different things we can redeem it for. There we go, it's much better. So it's pretty cool. It's got the little holographic print on the bottom for fraud, and it has our seat numbers on there. And then all the little different tags that you can peel off and redeem, all the different stuff that we're gonna do throughout this event. So it's like, it's somewhere between like a 26 and 30-hour event. And in between each film, they're gonna have different goodies and snacks and giveaways and things to kind of keep you entertained.
It's as if you're not in attendance when they do specific prizes, food options, or giveaways, you automatically forfeit.
Yeah, and we've seen that before. So if you're not present when they call you, like they'll do like a seat number, they'll say row and seat number. If you're not present for that giveaway, you are out of luck. They will move on to the next one. So it does benefit you to be there, but also tries to give everyone a fair opportunity. So we've been to these before. This is our 3rd one, probably our last one. They generally have guest speakers introducing the next film. They have different hosts from the Nerdist group that'll be here. They're usually at the big cons and events, so it's kind of exciting. So we're looking forward to it. So anyways, this exhibit down here is not quite open yet, so we're gonna head up. We're gonna grab our goodie bag, I think, and our snacks and treats, and then probably start getting situated in our seats.
You're doing a costume contest? I really like the Jawa with the egg.
From the Nerdist. Use my diaphragm? No, you have a microphone. How are we doing, folks? Having a good time so far? Yeah! I can't tell you how happy I am to see all of your faces here today. You're in for a treat. You're going to see 9 Star Wars movies in a row. Now, real quick, we've done stuff like this before. Who here has been to one of these marathons before? My goodness, I'm so happy they're all back here. Who here is this like their first marathon they're doing? All right, buckle up. I hope you're wearing comfortable clothing. If not, well, I believe in you. Now, the real question I have is, who here has never seen a Star Wars movie? You are in for the treat of a lifetime. Can you imagine if you got to see it the first time all over again? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Well, folks, it's not just me here today being excited. I have something very special for you. We have a special guest who's here to talk about the movie and about Star Wars at large. Please put your hands together for the one and only Ahmed Best. To embark on the journey of a lifetime. We wanted to kick it off the right way. So before we get into the movie, The Phantom Menace, I want to talk to you a little bit about, you played Jar Jar Binks in the film. What was your favorite memory of making this? Because this is, it's such an integral part of the Star Wars universe. Do you have a favorite memory or moment for being on set or just the process of making this movie?
It was actually, there are a lot of moments. The movie was such a wonderful experience because something like Jar Jar had never been done before. And as we were working, we were really figuring out the process. And now it's a process that's pretty ubiquitous in films. Like, you can believe Josh Brolin is Thanos, and you can believe that the Na'vi fly through, you know, the skies looking for unobtainium. But when we did this, we had no idea it would work. So there was a lot of collaboration, there was a lot of trial and error, and George Lucas and Rob Coleman and John Nolan and all those guys were so very open to me being an actor and moving and experimenting in ways. There's one scene that I really like, though. There's a scene, wow, oh, look at this. This is cool, I didn't see this. That looks cool. The one scene that I really like is when Ewan and Liam and I are in the submarine going to Naboo, and Ewan asks me, like, he goes, "How were you banished, Jar Jar?" And when I got the script, I had these lines, and I was like, I don't know what this is, right? And the lines were like, I caught one or two little bitty accidents, right? And he goes, an accident, and I said, you would say, boom de gasser, and it would go, you would say, boom de gasser, crashing the bus's head nipper, then banished, right? So I had to say that, and I go up to George, and I'm like, George, what does this mean? And George goes like this, I don't know. I was like, okay, I'll just say it. But we had such a good time in that submarine. And if you look closely, me and Ewan started doing like Star Trek impressions. So I was William Shatner, I was Captain Kirk, and Ewan was Scotty, right? So all throughout that scene, Liam was laughing so hard that his mustache started flying. So you can see it in the movie. You can see Liam kind of like trying to hold his mustache on.
Oh my God. Folks, please pay special attention. If you find where that happens, please tweet it out afterwards. So I have to say, The Phantom Menace is a very special movie for me because it was the first movie, the Star Wars movie that I saw in theaters.
Wow.
And it really helped kick off a lifelong love and reinforce a lifelong love of Star Wars. What has it meant to you to be a part of this fandom, of this community, of this galaxy far, far away?
You know, I've had a very roller coaster ride of an experience with Star Wars and these movies, and now that I'm a lot older, you know, I was 24 years old in this movie, and which dates me a bit, I know, this is 20 years ago, but I was so young and I was so bright-eyed and I was so excited. Every day I was trying not to get fired. So I threw my entire everything into this film, and then when the film comes out, it was just kind of just a destruction of our work. And now it seems to have turned a corner, because all of you all who saw it as very young people and grew up are now adults, and you all now can experience the movies and share it with your children. And those are the memories that will last beyond us. As well as every film technique in movies from the beginning of film till today is in this movie. Every single one. There has not been innovation in a major motion picture ever that has been like it has been in The Phantom Menace. So to be a part of that, and to be an historical part of that, as a filmmaker and as an artist, is just so impactful to me, and the importance of that is not lost in me. As well as, you know, in 1977, I was y'all. I was sitting in that front row, late to A New Hope, but as soon as that scroll came on, I was hooked. So I've been a fan since I was very young. And now you can have a Star Wars career. Every single one of y'all can like choose to write for Star Wars or create a brand new story. Now that avenue is opened up for everyone. And I'm excited to see your Star Wars story.
Well, speaking of new avenues in Star Wars, you are going to be hosting a brand new show that connects to the galaxy far, far away on Disney+. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So throughout all my trials of being Jar Jar for the past 20 years, the thing that has been the most consistent for me is kids like you were. Children have always been my source of strength and have always been the people that uplifted me, even when I was feeling at my lowest. And I've always wanted to find a way to give back to them, to give back to the kids. So when this opportunity to host Jedi Temple Challenge came to me from Lucasfilm, I was just like, yeah, this is what I gotta do. I gotta do this just to give back to the children who dreamed about being a part of this, just like I was, and the children who had always been this amazing source of hope and positivity for me. So I play a Jedi Temple Master, whose name you will learn soon enough that I can't tell you. And I mentor, along with my two droids, we mentor children through these 3 challenges in order to become Jedi Knights. And the first challenge is a physical challenge, the second challenge is a knowledge challenge, the third challenge is the Jedi Temple, which is a combination of both physical and knowledge. And if you make it, because it's not easy, you get to be a Jedi Knight. So the lore, the folklore, and this is like the thing that I really love about Star Wars, it is modern mythology, so the folklore of becoming a Jedi from a Padawan, we never really kind of dove into in any of the movies. And I think what's great about what's happening now on Disney Plus and the whole idea of having a career in Star Wars is now we can talk about those things, now we can show you those things. And growing up, you know, I do martial arts, I'm a lifelong martial artist, and when I would watch Saturday morning, you know, kung fu movies, my favorite ones were like the 36 Chambers of Shaolin, and like all the things that happened in Shaolin Temple, and the training sequences, like, you know, a dude would stir soup for 3 years, and then all of a sudden I know some kung fu. And I always loved that, you know, I always done that. So I really appreciate Jedi Temple Challenge because this is like the Shaolin Temple of the Jedi.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for being here. Can't wait to see the show. And folks, give it one more time for Ahmed Best. And prepare yourself for the Phantom Menace.
Alright, so we just finished episode 1. It's about 9:30 p.m. They gave us a short little break to use the restroom, grab snacks, etc. Interesting point, they said if you want to go up to the balcony that you can, so I guess there's either open seats or they didn't sell those, so you can go up and just kind of hang out, stretch out. But we're just refueling a little bit, heading back up now, and I think we're going to find our seats and start episode 2. So here we go.
Back in the lobby, it's our midnight snack. It is just after midnight. We're going to use our snack voucher. So again, here's our lanyards. We're going to use Star Wars.
More Chex Mix.
Oh, here's some of our snacks, guys. This is pretty awesome.
Alright, so episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, just ended. We're all taking a little, like a 15-minute break, and then kind of gonna go back to it. So quick restroom break, quick snack break, and then on to A New Hope. So far so good. And it is just after 2:30 in the morning. Dozed off a little bit during this last one, maybe a half hour combined, but definitely been up a long time. Starting to get real tired, so even though I love the original trilogy, I do expect to fall asleep here in the next film or two. So, but anyways, just a little update, and the marathon continues.
Wait, Chewie said what?
Hey Star Wars fans, Mark Hamill here. I'm glad to be with you for your epic movie marathon. This is the one that started it all. This is the movie that George Lucas called, quote, the most expensive low-budget movie ever made, unquote. That's because all the money had to end up on the screen. And I think he did a pretty good job. Let's all watch Star Wars.
Alright, so it is 5 in the morning. A New Hope just ended, and we are now in line for some cereal and coffee. How you doing, Marzz? Alright, we'll soon be starting Empire Strikes Back, just around the corner. So they just gave us some like Fruit Loops Star Wars cereal breakfast, a milk and a coffee, and they had other choices of milk too. I don't know if you guys can see them. But we're back in our seats for just a second, and we'll be watching Empire Strikes Back here in just a quick moment.
Everybody ready to go? Here's the first sequel to the original Star Wars. It's darker, more cerebral, more spiritual. And for me, I get separated from my friends, and it's a little lonely being the only human being on the call sheet, along with a puppet, a robot, various snakes and lizards. Let's all watch as the Empire Strikes Back.
Alright, so we're almost ready to watch Return of the Jedi.
So, now how we're going to do this, we're going to pull the numbers, not necessarily your seats, because we know you're spread out all over the place here, and we got a few presents. My colleague James is here. And we're still going to, that's James. Say good morning, James. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right, you're ready. You don't know what you're going to win. It doesn't? Young man said, it doesn't matter. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, these are the numbers that are on your tag, that are on your lanyards. All right, here we go. And what you're going to win, the first, we're going to give away the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. That means it's a lot of stuff. All right, here we go. Are you feeling lucky? Very lucky. If you have the number on your lanyard, that is F17, you just won Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty. Look at your lanyard, F17. Winner, come on down here. All right, let me take a look at your lanyard. Turn your lanyard around. And what's your birthday?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I think they did this very well, so that in the earliest and latest parts of the morning, you got to watch A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back to keep you awake. Are you guys all awake? Yeah! It's fine if you're not. The Luke, I am your father moment. How great does that feel on the big screen, right? We've seen it all of our lives. Look, I'm your father. That's how I say. I want to tell you guys a funny story. A few years ago, my mom lives in Colorado when I live here, so she mailed me birthday presents. And one of the birthday presents she mailed me was a t-shirt, and on the t-shirt was Darth Vader. Cool. Written on the t-shirt says, "World's greatest dad. I have no children." And so I was like, huh, okay. And so I called my mom to say thank you, and she was like, "Did you get the t-shirt?" And I was like, "I did. What are you talking about?" And she said, "Isn't that funny?" And I was like, "Why?" And she said, "'Cause he's obviously not." And I was like, okay, I think I understand your joke. But if I wear that shirt, no children around me, enough times, someone is going to say, "How old are your kids?" And then I will have to say, "I don't have kids. And I'm still the world's greatest dad, apparently." And then I'll have to move to another state. Like, that's something you can't get over. So I think she understood when it's in the closet. It's more of a keepsake than anything. Wear it anyway! I should wear it anyway. I'll just yeah. Yeah, just on Father's Day, just go sit alone in a restaurant. Order 2. He's in the bathroom. Anyway, so thanks guys for being here. I'm really excited you guys get to watch The Return of the Jedi. we've had some great guests come out. We've had R2-D2 come out. We don't have anybody here in studio for this one. We have some messages. You've seen some messages before, but today you get extra messages. So thanks everybody. Enjoy Return of the Jedi. I'll be back out for Force Awakens. Have fun.
Hi, Warwick Davis here. Yes, it's me. Hello to all of you at El Capitan, currently enjoying the 9-film Star Wars marathon. The Force is strong with you all, as is the aroma of body odor. You know, I'd love to be there with you in person as a fellow fan, obviously in a specially roped-off VIP section with security, unlimited popcorn and drinks, but nonetheless, I'd love to be there celebrating what we all love. Warwick Davis. Now you're about to start Return of the Jedi, which was my first venture into that famous galaxy far, far away as Wicket Ewok when I was just aged 11 years old. Now when you get to the scene where Wicket finds Princess Leia unconscious on the forest moon of Endor, look out for that tongue when Wicket speaks. Now it wasn't put there by the wizards at ILM, it is indeed my own actual tongue. Oh yes, I think that was the reason they cast me in Willow. So you've got just 3 more films to go before you find out how the Skywalker saga ends with The Rise of Skywalker. Is everyone excited? Keep your arms down. Remember, you've been sat in a movie theatre for almost 12 hours. Have a great time, fellow fans. This is Warwick Davis signing off in true Star Wars style by uttering those immortal words. May the seats be softer. Enjoy the movie.
Hey everyone, Mark Hamill here. Are you still here? Are you still awake? Hey, give that guy in the 6th row a nudge. It looks like he's nodding off. Now it's time for the 3rd and final film in the original trilogy, The Return of the Jedi. And I want to thank you all for coming to the El Capitan Marathon Star Wars film. All right, roll it.
Hey guys, so I made a quick trip to the car, unloaded some of our stuff. I realized at this point we didn't really get a chance to show you all of our swag, so we're gonna do it at the end of this video. We're gonna show you exactly what they gave us in our goodies bag. And so I just ran it back to the car right now along with my lightsaber at this point. Just less things to carry. We kept a few things at our seats that will want with us, like our popcorn bucket, for example, which we still have 2 more refills that are included in our ticket. So those are in the ticket price, so we don't have to pay for that. And we actually have a couple of drinks left too that we're gonna trade in. We need to turn in our meal ticket to let them know what we want to eat. Return of the Jedi just started, so I'm missing the first probably at this point probably like 7-8 minutes of it. Luckily the parking structure is right across the street, so it doesn't take long at all, and I'm gonna zip back in, and all I need is my credential to get back inside. So anyways, I know we haven't filmed a whole lot. It's actually kind of difficult. It's quite crowded in there. It's an older theater, so there's not a lot of space. For those who've never been to the El Capitan, the seats are pretty small. They're real narrow aisles, so it's really hard to get in and out of the rows. So it's kind of like, well, you know, when in between shows, like if you're gonna get out, just get out, go do your thing. Otherwise, you really don't want to move. It's kind of a hassle. The other thing is, again, we didn't show you our goodies because we found it difficult to sort of display them or even hold them up, and it's dark in there, so you know, all the problems of trying to film in the theater. But anyways, I am walking back to the theater and gonna sit down and enjoy Return of the Jedi. It is just past 8 a.m. so they got a good pace going. I believe we'll eat probably after, based on the timeline, I think we'll eat probably after Force Awakens, it sounds like, or maybe even after Last Jedi, and have a larger break before the last film of the whole saga, Rise of Skywalker. But anyways, it is beautiful, beautiful morning here in Hollywood. It is so great out here. If you guys ever visit this area, come now, 8 a.m. There's no one here. There's no one trying to sell you stuff. There's no one in the way. All of the stars on the sidewalk are free. It is great. I'll show you a quick shot here. Just hardly anyone out here. So you can get all your photos, all your, you know, everything here. I highly recommend coming out here, but it is a beautiful theater. This is another shot at the El Cap. And I'm heading back in, guys, so the marathon continues. Here's some of the posters for the new Rise of Skywalker. Pretty sweet. So everyone's lining up. We just finished Return of the Jedi, so we are 6 movies into this thing. There's a look at some of the concessions. You guys see some of the special offerings they have. And these are not exclusive to the marathon, so they will be having these at all showings here at the El Capitan Theatre. And I'm sure if you go to other theaters as well, other chains, they will have different swag. But like I said, we're 6 films in. We're taking a half-hour lunch break. There's, to be honest, I don't know what they're serving, but we did put in our order. We're gonna have pepperoni pizzas. Sorry, I know I sounded confused about that, but you had a choice of all beef hot dog, veggie dog, pepperoni pizza, or cheese pizza, and so you just kind of put it in so they get a tally, a count, and then I guess they'll serve that to us whenever dinner is. Not quite sure. At this point, I'm thinking it's going to be after The Last Jedi. So anyways, we're kind of on a lunch break. Marzz is using the restroom. I'm probably going to do the same, and then we're going to get in this line. The line moves pretty fast, but it's such a confined space. It doesn't, unless you're the first people in there, you might as well just wait after that, to be honest. So that's kind of what we're doing. So anyways, just a quick update, and then the marathon continues. So we got these cool Happy Meal lunch boxes. So they're slightly different. Yeah, and I got Kylo on mine. And we got these like Go-Gurt things. Also different characters on each one. Some apple slices, and I think those are all the same with Kylo on it. And then some apple juice.
What's our for lunch?
Yeah, what is for lunch? We turned in our ticket and they just kind of gave us this. We're standing outside, by the way. So. Sweet.
This hamburger. Oh, it has mustard and a pickle.
That's alright. Yeah, I don't really like mustard and pickles, but it's okay. It's a free lunch.
And we get a toy.
And we still have a popcorn refill and some stuff.
Solo.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I knew that they had the Happy Meal toys. I just wasn't sure what they were.
Oh, you like pull down his legs.
I got Yoda in mine. That's pretty sweet. But I did want to show you real fast. We are hanging outside. They opened this up so we can come outside, get some sunlight. Now that little dome over there is the General Mills pop-up shop here in Hollywood. That's open to everyone during its operating hours, and it's to advertise that Star Wars cereal that we had earlier. And then Hollywood Boulevard is just out here. To give you guys an idea of where we're at.
She's giving out cereal, but in like space bags.
Oh, that's fun. So here's my Yoda toy out of the packaging. And on the back, it's got this little window. I don't think I'm going to be able to show it to you on this camera, but there's an X-Wing in there. You can kind of see it. Basically, it reflects off the roof, so there's the actual image. But it kind of makes it look like a hologram, and then it's got like the hyperspace image behind it. So that's kind of neat. And then Marzz got Han Solo, and his, of course, has the Millennium Falcon inside. Same kind of concept. That's kind of fun, and then just something you can kind of hang on your bag. Little keychain or backpack, little thing.
I like it. I like his ears.
Yeah, they're pretty fun, and these are available at all McDonald's restaurants. So they've actually been out for a little while. We kind of saw that they were advertised, but we haven't been over to McDonald's. So if you guys want to get some of your own, head over to McDonald's, and usually you can buy them on their own too. You don't necessarily have to purchase a Happy Meal. But if you do, you can get cool boxes like these with Finn or Kylo Ren on it, and I'm sure the other characters.
What's happening? Hey, everybody! Yay! So 2 trilogies down, everybody. 1 left! We're starting the new trilogy in style. Obviously, it's The Force Awakens, which came out in 2015. And I want to tell you guys a little story about an Easter present I once got from my Uncle Steve. Wait a minute! Who's this? It's BB-8, everybody! BB-8, what's that? Are you sure? Okay, I guess I'm not doing a very good job. BB-8 says we need some help. And who better to help than an actual X-Wing pilot, Snap Wexley? It's Craig Grunberg, everybody!
Oh yeah, what's up everybody? This is absolutely the only marathon I can run.
Greg, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure, thanks for having me. What's up?
So what do you, I mean, I assume one of the great things about being friends with J.J. Abrams is you get to fly next week in a movie.
Yeah, but I didn't know, when I got the call, he's like, come to London, we'll see you. You know, I'm like, okay. I get there, and they're all at a restaurant, and I didn't know a lot of these actors at that time, and I'm walking down the stairs, it was downstairs, and JJ looks up and goes, there he is, Snap Wexley. And I was like, that's all I need to fucking hear. Snap Wexley, what a cool name.
Do you remember the kind of the air, the excitement on the set for The Force Awakens, like you know bringing Star Wars back and in style kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, JJ was just as terrified then as he is now, and the movie, you know, the premiere was absolutely incredible. Dude, The Rise of Skywalker is so unbelievable. I can't wait. Are you guys excited? What? Yes. Okay, I'll tell that story. So. My first experience on the set was with Carrie Fisher, who I missed dearly, and I was so nervous, and I mean, yes, please, come on. And you know, being JJ's best friend, it's very cool. We walk on set, it's like, okay, I got my cell phone with me, not supposed to happen, but I have it. Anyway, and my first scene is with her, and it's an over my shoulder onto her, and she says a line, and she comes over to me, and she's just supposed to cross off. And instead of crossing off, she comes over to me, she wraps her arms around me and grabs my ass. And then JJ comes up to me and he goes, welcome to Star Wars.
Please show off your t-shirt to everybody.
Oh yeah. Snap Wexley, everybody.
Not only are you wearing a t-shirt of your character, you're wearing a t-shirt of the Lego version of your character.
Of course. Dude, I'm so into this.
Yeah,
it's
right?
ridiculous. Guys, it's my 27th wedding anniversary today. I'm the worst husband ever. I'm like, love you, I'm off. And here I am, and my wife couldn't be more supportive of me.
And tell everybody what your plans for...
What's that? Happy anniversary! Thank you. I'll be single next week, so I'll give you a call.
Tell everybody what your actual anniversary night plans are.
Yeah, tonight, I'm taking the family once again to see The Rise of Skywalker.
Come on!
Yeah, and unlike Josh Gad, I'm paying for my ticket. Where's Josh? Where's Josh? Yeah, Josh Gad, everybody! Oh, I love that guy so much.
Josh Gad's such a big fan of Star Wars, he just came to watch 3 movies in a row.
Exactly. And the Happy Meal.
And the Happy Meal. Also the Happy Meal. So, we don't want to give away too much. People are going to see The Rise of Skywalker here in a little bit, but what are some experiences you had on the set of that as well?
Oh, man. Well, just, being on the set of a movie where you know that this is the end. I mean, for me, it's like, I like to have a little part in the movie, but there's no little parts of Star Wars. It's all so memorable. We got to have fun. There were so many cool cameos. Like, look for stuff. Obviously, we all do, but in this movie, there are some really, look in the crowd, look in the back. There's so many people. There are people that I was like, I couldn't believe were there. To just be a part of it, and everybody felt that same special energy. It was just, there's nothing else like this. I mean, I feel, yes, I did fart, I'm sorry. Being at that level, it's so hard. It was really, really incredible. It was joyful. I was there longer than I was, on The Force Awakens. So I'm really excited that you guys are about to start this. Are you guys exhausted? I'm exhausted. I had to wake up at 8:15 for you people. I only got 9 hours last night. Give me a break.
I mean, truly the greatest hero in the galaxy.
Absolutely, absolutely. This, The Force Awakens, okay, I call it The Rise of Wexley. And I think we can all agree.
Yeah, they're indisputable.
Yeah.
BB-8, do you have some final words for the audience before we throw it to the movie?
Oh, you can't say that.
God,
That's
this is a family show, BB-8.
Thank you. Heroes fans? Yeah. And I'm a better pilot in this than I was in Lost. It's a little bit better.
Let's Yeah, you and me will go talk Alias after we're done. And then,
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for having me here.
Everybody. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Have a good night. Hey, whatever time it is.
Alright, so we just finished Force Awakens. Quick bathroom break, and then it's on to The Last Jedi. But we got some First Order troopers here, patrolling the theater, walking around doing some pictures and photo ops.
And one more round of applause for that amazing proposal, everybody. Oh my God. Honestly, I wish every time I came on stage, beautiful moments happened before that, but alas and alack. I'm Dan Casey, I'm the creative director over at Nerdist, and I am here because you are so close to getting to the 9th installment of the Skywalker saga, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And I didn't realize this morning, usually I just fall out of a laundry basket, but I'm wearing a very thematically appropriate outfit today. Not only am I wearing a comfortable sweater like you can see in director Rian Johnson's new feature, Knives Out, but this, the blue and the green, chronicles Luke's journey not just in terms of the kind of lightsaber color he wields, but the kind of milk that he drinks, as you will see in this movie. What, pardon? Team Blue Milk. Hey, go to Galaxy's Edge and decide for yourself. So, I'm gonna just tell you a quick little fun fact about this movie, something that I always look for when I watch it, something I want all of you to look for. So, Laura Dern, incredible actress, she plays Admiral Holdo in this movie, as you will see. And she does what any one of us would do, were we given the chance to wield a blaster. When she is shooting her blaster, she cannot help but mouth the words, or sometimes speak them aloud, pew, pew, pew. And if you look closely, you will see her doing that in this movie. So folks, without further ado, put your hands together for Star Wars: The Last Jedi!
Alright, so we just finished The Last Jedi. It is dinner time. They're serving up pizza or hot dogs or whatever you order, basically. So we're doing pizza. And it's good timing because we are hungry. A lot of times we'll play, like for example, we'll probably play at least one John Williams today from Star Wars, but we'll play a lot of Disney songs, Disney films, Disney park stuff, just kind of an array of things.
Dan Casey, everyone. Dan Casey.
Hey! How are we doing, everybody? We are almost here, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and by the way, I am both the last and the least, so let's get it straight. Folks, I am so excited. Who here, by round of applause, has been here since last night, the beginning of the Phantom Menace? Hell yes! You folks are so dedicated, and everyone else, you're still dedicated too. I love everyone here because we're here to celebrate Star Wars. Now, real quick, who here, has anyone here like been awake the entire time? No naps? You're just running on like adrenaline and fear right now? Okay, everyone at once, which was your favorite movie? All right, I agree with all of your opinions there. Now, folks, I gotta say, I'm very excited about this. This is the capstone of our trilogy of trilogies. A 9-movie marathon, the ending of 40 years. 40 plus years of the Skywalker saga. And I'm so excited. You are among the first in the world to get to see this here in the historic El Capitan Theatre, surrounded by awesome Star Wars fans. Doesn't get better than that. Now, real quick, I just want to get a little sappy for a moment. I want to talk about my experience with Star Wars fandom. My Star Wars fandom began when I was 8 years old. My dad brought home a VHS box set. It was black and gold of the original trilogy. If you don't know what a VHS is, it's like a Blu-ray for boomers. It's what started my Star Wars fandom. He put that tape in, And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, this incredible space fantasy unfolding before my very eyes. Just seeing this world of adventure, iconic characters, things that stood the test of time. And they still stand the test of time today. As you saw, A New Hope, Empire, they inspire just as much joy in us as when I was a kid as they do today. And that's something that's truly special. And it's easy for people to click the wrong thing out there. No, it's easy to look online and look at the state of fandom and be like, wow, it's so fractious, it's so vitriolic, but that's not true. Look around you at all these wonderful, smiling people who have joined you here today. You may not agree on which is the best movie, you may not agree on plot decisions, but you can all agree that you love Star Wars because there's something in there, in that elemental storytelling that speaks to you and speaks to millions of people all across the world. So, don't be lousy online, celebrate the things you love, be kind to each other, and get excited for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker!
Alright, so we're back at home. Like I told you earlier in the video, I want to show you this stuff now. This is the poster they gave us. It's hard to see with the glare on it. But it's got the Death Star in the background. It's crashed, and Rey and Kylo and their sabers. And then they gave us this little goodie bag is what they kept calling it. That had inside this little like toiletry kit.
With a postcard. It's from United Airlines. And you get lip balm. I think it's from that Sunday Riley company that provides these on the airplanes. You get some earplugs.
Which we didn't use, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't know we had them. They would have come in handy. You get a sleeping mask.
Oh, eye mask? Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because you can use this for future things. It's not just for tonight.
And then you get your toothbrush and
kit,
toothpaste. It says toothbrush and Colgate toothpaste 5G.
Yeah. That's nice.
Fun. And this little carrying case. But
yeah, it's a little like waterproof bag, see-through. Probably can use for like TSA.
Yeah, and it
travel.
comes with 20% off voucher for the Riley place.
Yeah. And then they gave us, also inside that was this pin. It says Star Wars Rise of Skywalker opening night. Now you guys may have also seen the Disney Store this past Monday. Whatever date that was. 16th. Was giving these out to the first 50 people who made a purchase of the day. And then this was our blanket, which Marzz has hers open there, which has the marathon event on it, which is awesome. We were hoping they were going to have like a sweatshirt or something like that. Like this was the one we got for Last Jedi that showed all the films on the back. They had no merch for the marathon this time.
It was sad.
So that was pretty disappointing.
So the only thing we got with all the movies on it was this
Yeah, so
blanket.
I mean, guess I can wear the blanket around town.
Okay, guys.
It's like, hey, how you guys doing?
Movie.
And I know you guys can see this in the background as I've been filming other stuff, but this was the popcorn bucket they gave us. Opens here. I don't know, decent amount of popcorn, I think.
A hand goes all.
Yeah, it goes in pretty deep, so even though it's a shallow bin, it goes in pretty deep. And then...
And it's detailed on the bottom,
yeah,
too.
there is a lot of detail to it. And it's got the little strap you could put around your neck, I guess, or over your shoulder. Yeah.
You can wear it like
a little bag, yeah.
But
and
it has a button.
And it lights up. Yeah, so you can see the burners there, the engines.
And this part moves too.
Yeah, the antenna swivels, and it's of course the updated antenna.
This is so cool. And I like the
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then this was we kind of showed this to you, but it might have been hard to see in the theater. This was the standard popcorn bucket, I guess. This is so anyone who goes to the El Capitan who purchased the ticket that has reserved seating, they always come with a popcorn bucket and a bottled beverage.
So you would get this one. So you didn't have to go to the marathon to get this one. Other guests will be having these ones. The Falcon, though, is strictly for the marathon only. They may be available for purchase, but we don't know because they didn't have signs for that for us because they already gave us one.
The only
So
ones they were selling was the metal one.
yeah, they had some metal tin ones, which we've gotten in the past. In fact, we use it like trash bins. In fact, here's a couple we've got in the past. So that was kind of our haul. As far as goodies that came with our ticket, and then as we showed you, we got all the snacks and different things. So I thought that was pretty nice. All right, so no spoilers here. I hate spoilers, so of course we're not going to put any of that stuff in the video. Look, if you were, into Star Wars, you want to go see it, go see it. If you're not, but you're curious, go see it. Do whatever you want. We had a good time. What I'm going to talk about is the event. We had a good time sitting there doing the marathon, watching all 9 films. We've done this the last 2 times, so it's not our first time. Obviously, this is the longest one we've done because it's 9 films now.
And we look like we're glowing.
Yeah. We're both pretty beat. We're pretty tired. I think this is the fewest amount of time we slept during the marathons. Like, I was telling Marzz, I think maybe I got 3 hours sleep combined. I don't know what you got, but...
I don't know.
But yeah, so we are pretty tired.
If we do get a chance to go see this movie at the El Capitan, they do a pre-show, like a laser show. It's good. I liked it.
Yeah, the little show they do in front of it's good. And if you just go to any show at the El Cap, they'll show that. Oh, the only thing we were bummed about is the lack of merchandise. They didn't really have anything, and we wish they had better guests. We thought they had better past guests before, like Ray Park or Ewan McGregor, Billy D. Williams. This time it was a little more low-key. Some films didn't have anyone at all. Some films just had folks from the Nerdist who just kind of rambled for 10, 15 minutes about nothing. I'd rather they didn't. I wish they would have just kept it quiet, played some music. But beyond that, the event was great. Glad we got to go. We originally didn't get tickets when these went on sale. I'm not really sure how we got tickets other than El Capitan Theatre did contact me and asked if I was still interested. So I said yes, and we were able to get tickets like a week ago. So definitely thank you to El Capitan for doing that. Again, I don't know how that happened, but thank you. We had a wonderful time. We're really happy we did it. I encourage all of you guys to go see Rise of Skywalker. This is a shirt I had previously. And go check it out. And if you ever have a chance to do any marathon events, we recommend it. It's a fun, unique experience.
At least do it once in your lifetime so you get to just be a part of the fan, especially if you're a really big fan of a certain genre or movie series.
Yeah,
it's fun being with people that are like-minded.
Right, because everyone cheers at certain moments or, giggles or whatever it is.
The costumes, some of them had amazing costumes.
Yeah, a lot of people dressed up, so that was fun. Yeah, it's just kind of fun to be around fellow fans. I know they do marathon events for like Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, Die Hard. I've seen them do those in theaters. So keep an eye out for stuff like that at your local theaters. It's something you might be interested in. So anyways, as always, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for following along. Click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. May the Force be with you.